Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Fourth and Forever, brought to you by Roundtable Sports, your daily NFL news, rumors, the whole nine. Yes, we took the day off on Friday. I was traveling. Richie was traveling as well. Have no fear. We are back with a vengeance. Richie, how you doing, man? Those New York Knicks. Somebody was in my chat earlier this morning on my show saying, watch out, Richie. He said, Dan, tell Richie to be careful because now he's got the Celtics. Talk to me.
Well, Dan, I don't know. I know you're not super into basketball, but did you at least see one of those iconic basketball moments ever last week of Jalen Brunson's game winner? You see it anywhere?
No, I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it, but
I saw Richie on the plane. I saw Richie on the plane celebrating it, and I was dope.
Oh, yeah. I did see you on the plane celebrating. That's right.
I did. Yeah, I was on the plane heading to Virginia during the game, which was very stressful, by the way. Hated that I had to fly. And right before Jalen Brunson hit that game winner, I gave my phone to my girlfriend. I'm like, I have a feeling something big's about to happen. Just record me just in case. And I lost it, trying to contain myself. Man, that shot that JB hit was fantastic. But we're on to new and bigger things. Knicks Celtics tonight. And I do have an announcement now that you brought up the Knicks, Dan.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me, shamelessly plugging myself.
Shameless plug, please.
Shameless plug. Let me pull it up real quick because Knicks Media is doing his first live watch party in a minute, man. Come tune in tonight for Knicks Media's watch party of the Knicks Celtics game 1 over there on my YouTube channel, Knicks Media. I know TD's like,
I didn't even get an invite. Shame on you.
You're more than welcome to come on, man, but you'll be repping your Dolphins instead of your Celtics. Everyone's gonna be like, who's this clown?
Richie, you know who I rep. See, don't be hating, Richie. Hey, listen, Boston.
So, guys, come on through to my watch party tonight. I would appreciate it, man. I'm excited.
Damn, watch party. Oh, man, it's Cinco de Mayo. I just realized it's Cinco de Mayo, bro.
It is Cinco de Mayo.
Wow. And so I am drinking a Topo Chico.
Dan, yeah. First of all, I love how on our football show here, you gave Richie a basketball shout out because it's well deserved. But don't act like they didn't struggle with the Pistons.
Pistons are good, bro. Give them the credit.
Richie, y'all missed 5,000 shots in the fourth quarter and made one.
Clutch player of the year, Jalen Brunson. What are you talking about? He missed 5,000 shots.
He wasn't so clutch in the fourth quarter when he missed 5,000 shots.
Did you not? You didn't even watch the game, obviously.
I did watch the game because I was
literally speaking out of your, you know what? You don't watch. He missed.
I was hoping
Jalen Brunson hits the most clutch shots we've ever seen. He's the most clutch player in the league. That's a fact.
Did y'all not miss almost every single shot in the third and fourth quarter that allowed them to come back and take the lead?
The third quarter, we dominated. Early in the fourth quarter, we kind of dominated. They went on a run. And then the Knicks closed it out on an 11-0 run with a few minutes left to win the game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Made a little lucky. He got that little lucky 3, man. That's all it was. Anyway,
bro, crossed him up 10 inches of separation.
He pushed off too.
You're such a hater. We got to move on. You're a blind hater. Push off.
You know what? Congratulations.
Give Jalen Brunson credit for that. That's one of the most iconic shots.
Okay, Rich.
In the NBA.
Congratulations. Congratulations, New York Knicks fans. You won your championship. Now you go play a real team. You might get swept, but I'm going to give y'all a gentleman's 5.
Knicks in 7.
A gentleman's 5 right there. Well, hey, TD, how's life, man? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, man. My championship team going to put on a show tonight.
Nice.
But everything is great, man. Listen, another beautiful week here. On Fourth and Forever. I'm excited to talk football with you guys. Let's get into it, man. Let's go. No more about them sorry Knicks.
So let's get into it indeed, folks. If you are just coming in, please do us a favor and hit that thumbs up sign. It's the easiest way to show love over here. And subscribe to the channel as well. And when you do, make sure that you turn on those bell notifications so you never miss an opportunity of tuning in on this show live, my friends. First one, the Tush-Push, baby. The Tush-Push ban is looming. And based off of reports, guys, this vote is actually going to be happening in about 2 weeks. And from everything that I have been hearing, it appears that this is actually going to get passed. Now, what the Packers wanted to do is that they tried revisiting the table with the language of the ban. But rather than them trying to seem like they were singling out the Philadelphia Eagles, which is pretty clear, right, that they were, they're changing the language right now that they are going to ban all pushing and pulling anywhere on the field. exclusively from having somebody lined up directly behind that player. Sounds like Roger Goodell is behind it. So sounds like the play that the Philadelphia Eagles have made famous is not going to be there. But I got to tell you guys, I've been thinking about this. How much of the Tush-Push's success would you associate with the person actually pushing the quarterback? Because if you were to ask me, I'd probably have to give it 10% rate of its overall effectiveness. I think I would probably have to give the majority of the success to the offensive line, number one, and then number two, to the quarterback that is executing said play. I think that the Philadelphia Eagles are still about to be wildly successful with this play. Just they won't have somebody right behind him and pushing. TD, thoughts on this? Is this going to affect how the Philadelphia Eagles execute this play, or overall thoughts on the Tush-Push banning coming here in about 2 weeks?
First off, I remember when we were talking about this a few months ago, and they tabled it in the owners' meeting. I told you all, hey, man, it looks like this might get banned for real, because anytime you want to table it, that means you're close on the votes. And it looks like some people want to lobby a few more votes with some of the owners. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but it's a higher probability today that it's about to get banned. Also, you said that they're expanding it. Is this also going to be expanded down the field when there's a pal trying to tackle and then people start pushing the guy forward? Then it's a big percentage of the game now, because that happens a lot more than people think. You know,
so how many times you see an offensive lineman drag the running back when he's like 3 yards from scoring?
Or push exactly, stood up and then they just hitting the pal. That could change the game. That could definitely change the game. I guess what they're doing, what they blow the play dead once it happens right at that spot. Is that what probably would happen?
So so it's what they're saying, right? So so now they're saying that like you can no longer push. But fun fact, I had no idea about this. That play that we just discussed about pulling, right? And so you see an offensive lineman pull a running back right over to the line of scrimmage. That's technically, it's been illegal. However, the last time the penalty was called was in the 1991 playoffs. So referees just haven't been calling it since 1991. On paper, pulling is already illegal.
Wow.
But they just never call it. It's something that refs normally and just go out ahead and just ignore. So I'm assuming they'll probably take that exact same mentality for plays downfield that have pushing.
Start calling it.
It's just in the box, I think.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting conversation, and I do think it's going to get banned. I think that's going to happen, and then they're just going to go to quarterback sneaks, and we've seen quarterback sneaks be in the league forever. And I think that it will still be executed at a high level, even without pushing the quarterback from the rear end. So I think Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are still going to execute it within the rules. And I think that's really what this is going to do. They're just going to take away the pushing element and just rely on, you know who's so good at it in his prime? Cam Newton. Snapping the ball and just leaping over the line of scrimmage, like at the goal line, or just leaping for that first yard. He didn't rely on nobody behind him. You know what I mean? So I think guys like Josh Allen is not going to impact this. Justin Fields, the electricity he brings. Tua is not going to impact him because he cannot do any no QB sneaks. He's going to
why did you have to bring
flick of the helmet and he's done. So, yeah.
So we got to – oh, man.
How does it feel to have Tua as your quarterback?
It's – and so am I crazy by saying that, though, that like that person pushing is not contributing much, right, to that play in the first place, right? Like how much would you associate the success of that play to the guy pushing? It has to be a very small amount. It's more the offensive line and the QB. I would probably give most credit to a quality.
I will say, though, there are some times where the quarterback gets stuck, and then you have like Dallas Goedert, who's the main guy, just pushing him, and he definitely gets a few extra yards, 100%.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think guys like Josh Allen and them will be good to go. Side note, Dan, you see the movie Sinners yet?
No, I have not seen Sinners. No.
I saw a funny – I'm sure you know about it because of Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a viral video. It's hilarious. It's like, gotta go support QB1. And it's like someone walking into Sinners wearing a Josh Allen jersey. And it's like a funny video, a funny
so someone
audio.
walks out and his eyes are just,
it's like, gotta support Josh Allen. So really good movie. I highly recommend it. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, yeah.
And so I went to go see Thunderbolts this weekend, which is really good.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah. It was just, it was incredible.
Yeah, I wanted to see it, but I couldn't find time when I was away.
And so
but yeah, Haley Steinfeld, man.
Yeah, dude, for real. You know what, man? Like, I'm seeing a lot of the chemistry, like right on all of like those, I'd say some of the, in the promo videos and stuff. All I got to say, all right, Haley, if you break that man's heart, please wait until next March. All right, please do not do it during the season. For the love of God, don't do it during the season.
He was good in that movie, man. That's all I'm gonna
say. Okay, calm down and keep it in your pants there, Richie.
Hey, bro.
Keep it in your pants.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You watch the movie, you know what I mean.
No. Yeah,
fantastic movie. Go watch it, though.
I have heard some great things about it.
We got a super chat from Lissell. I can't believe I'm saying it as a Nets fan, but I bleeping hate the Celtics. So orange and blue skies. Wow, Lissell is saying orange and blue skies, baby. You know it. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. He's coming to
hate us because they ain't us.
How does it feel like being a Miami Dolphins fan? So sad that he has to resort
Richie,
to
the Dolphins aren't even in a topic right now. We're not even in a topic.
You root for the Boston Celtics to numb the pain of being a Dolphins fan. It's just sad. It's completely sad.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. So now is the part of the season where we start to get hype over teams that don't receive a lot of hype among the NFL world. And Richie and I have been on paper, all right, of being massive Carolina Panthers fans.
Woo!
All right. I don't know what it is. I'm a sucker
McMillan.
for a feel-good story, man. The second I saw Bryce Young get benched and then come back and look like an entire different quarterback in year 2, I have said, I'm like, hey, listen, I think that if this team does relatively well in the draft, which I think they did, they have a solid offensive line, have your second-year coach ready to go. Then they ended up adding even more weapons for the young man by itself. I don't know, guys. I'm sitting here and I'm saying that I think the Carolina Panthers are winning the NFC South this year. I think they end up defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They beat the Saints, and the Panthers are back in playoff contention. All, of course, depending on how Bryce Young ultimately ends up playing. Richie, thoughts on the Carolina Panthers? Do they take that step that we think that they are going to?
Yeah, I mean, starting off with their first-round pick, Tet McMillan, I think that was massive. I think he has everything that you need in order to help unlock Bryce Young. And I think Xavier Legette last year, now you get Tet McMillan. I think he's going to be a dog for them, bro. I really, really do. You talk about a guy that looks exactly like someone within their own division, Mike Evans. I think that he could be their Mike Evans. I mean, I don't want to go that far because Mike Evans is that good. Like, he's a Hall of Famer. McMillan would be lucky to even be in the same conversation as him. But I think this is a step that we need from the Carolina Panthers in order to get on top. And of course, it's going to be Bryce Young. It's going to be, but I just believe also their head coach. I think Dave Canales is someone I believe in. I think that he's coming from the Buccaneers. So he coached Mike Evans. So I think that's another reason why they went out there and got a Tet McMillan. I think he's going to have a really fantastic rookie year. I think that he has a chance to get over 1,000 yards. Their defense is a little underrated. I think that's something that's going to be looked at to see if they're going to be able to get over the hump. But you look at their division, the Buccaneers, I also don't want to forget about. I still think they're the favorites to win that division. The Falcons also could, if Michael Penix clicks. I think that division is really hard to predict, really unpredictable. Yeah. But I am definitely high on our guy, Bryce Young.
Bryce. Dude, listen. So it's Bryce. And then, so they also ended up double dipping at the edge position as well with Nick Skorton and then Princely out of Ole Miss. So they did everything right. And on paper, I think this team has positioned themselves to be wildly competitive in the NFC South. TD, why do you hate on the Carolina Panthers, man? Why don't you think that they're about to be the truth in 2025 like Richie and I?
Because y'all delusional. Y'all believe in Bryce Young and I don't. Okay, he played a little better on the back end of the season. Like, come on, y'all. Can we stop this? Bryce Young, okay, what is he going to be above average at best? Is that what he's going to be in this league? Above average at best? So we see him play a little bit of above average football and get a few wins. And now, the Panthers might be something this year. Do you know how much money they spent and they still looked bad and finally got a little spark at the end of the season? But do you know how much money they spent last year in free agency? Like, come on. Okay, they'll be better.
Yeah.
But to say they're going to beat the Bucks, come on, Dan. Come on. Like, the Bucks are still going to be Baker's better than Bryce. Baker has more weapons than Bryce. So, no. The Bucks are primed to win the division. And here's another wild card that we're just overlooking. Michael Penix might have his breakout year in Atlanta. And I would probably, I'll argue that Michael Penix might be over Bryce Young now. So, come on, y'all.
I mean,
he's the third best quarterback in the division, man.
So is
I feel like there's just not enough to even. I mean, that's a prediction. You're predicting he'll be better. There's not enough to really say that.
I saw a little something, man. I'm just saying.
What, like a 3 quarters?
You're right. I'm predicting. You're right.
So I'll tell you what, man. And so I'll tell you what. I really hope that NFC South is competitive next year, because you want to know why. Like, we run a show called the NFC South Roundtable. Weeks 1 and 2, especially when the Saints were on top of the power rankings for winning 2 games in a row, like right before their collapse, that show was popping, bro. Like, that show was popping. I'm talking 1,000 live viewers, but then afterwards, once reality set in that the NFC South was just trash, it completely dumped. So I'm really hoping that this division is as competitive as humanly possible.
We need the Saints. The Saints are the key, man. Shout out to TJ, our Saints creator. But the Saints are the front runners to get that first overall pick this year, man.
Dude, I know, man. It's going to be tough, but hopefully the Saints can put it all together, man. It's those Carolina Panthers. And you know what? Speaking even further of narratives that I believe are going to be shut down, I'm sorry, but that young man, Caleb Williams in Chicago, is about to have a season. He's about to have a season this year. Everybody, listen, I love Jaden Daniels. I'm a big Jaden Daniels guy, right? But I feel that based off of his success in 2024 and the fact that Caleb Williams did not have so good of a season, I feel like a lot of people are already trying to attach, oh, he's a bust, ha, ha, ha. I told you, lazy take. Let me tell you something about Caleb Williams. All right, last year, Caleb Williams was the most sacked quarterback by 15 sacks. He was sacked 68 times last year.
That's
what
crazy.
Makes it more impressive, right? Like, you look at a quarterback that is succumbed to so much pressure, you would think he'd be a turnover machine, right? He's not even in the slightest. He threw 6 interceptions last year. You're telling me that a kid that was on his ass 68 times last year, and I didn't even look at the amount of pressures. He was probably the most pressured QB as well, but still was able to keep that mental fortitude of taking care of the football and still showing things on tape where, wow, those are some pretty incredible throws. Ben Johnson runs in, right? He completely fixes the entire interior of the offensive line with quality center, left guard, and a right guard. Then he ends up grabbing the best pass-catching tight end in the draft. Then he ends up drafting Luther Burden III, the best slot receiver that the draft had to offer. Still have Rome Odunze going into year 2. And then, of course, DJ Moore. And then you add in Ben Johnson. There is no doubt in my mind that this kid is about to have a welcome to the NFL type season. If not, then I think we need to start having conversations, because I have not seen a QB set up for success more than what Caleb Williams is going to have in 2025. He's got to be in the damn MVP conversation. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go on ahead and say it. I think Caleb Williams wins the MVP next year. TD, thoughts?
Wow. I'm getting a little concerned here because I'm aligned too much with Dan on these takes.
What? that he's gonna win the MVP?
No, I mean, I said a few weeks ago. I'm not going to say he's going to win it, but I did say a few weeks ago this exact thing Dan said, and I think he's going to be in the MVP conversation. I do align with a lot of those things.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he
no,
is.
He's not. What is wrong with y'all this evening, this early evening? Y'all are kidding me. The MVP award, you got 40 passing touchdowns for Caleb Williams? Yes. Come on, man.
You don't need 40 passing touchdowns to win MVP. Josh Allen won it with 27.
No, we already established that was a charity MVP, okay? Listen.
It was not.
Listen.
It was not.
Y'all are sipping some Kool-Aid today. Caleb Williams out of y'all mouth to win, to be an MVP candidate. You know, when you say MVP candidate, you're kind of saying top 3.
Yes.
You're kind of saying top 3. Yes. Caleb Williams will. So you think Caleb Williams would be better than Josh Allen this year?
Statistically?
No, just say no, Dan. Don't try to qualify it. Say no.
No.
But TD, I don't. Forgetting that
Lamar Jackson.
This is a season by season league. You can't
let season by season league.
Josh Allen put these same numbers up almost every year. He just threw less picks this time. I'm just saying, y'all are amazing right now. Y'all really shocking me. Y'all are blowing my mind right now.
TD, you're making it seem like there's not a new star that's born every year, and we're just trying to predict who that star is going to be.
Has a better chance of being an MVP candidate than
Who?
Cam Ward. He would have a better chance of being an MVP candidate.
This is where the bias comes in.
So why I'm
look at the situation that Caleb is in compared to Cam Ward. That's a big reason for it.
So why I'm thinking about this.
Why I'm thinking about this, bro.
So why I'm thinking about this is that it is a perfect storm for this young man. Like, he's already shown that his play last year was largely determined by, number one, a head coach that shouldn't have had the job in the first place, in Matt Eberflus. I was surprised he still had one more year when they drafted him. Then, right? Like, guy had the worst offensive line in the league. He was sacked 68 times.
I also think these numbers are pretty solid for a rookie, too. Like, he didn't have a bad rookie year.
No, not at all.
But y'all are going to the man going to be
3,541 passing yards, 20 touchdowns. That's not bad for a rookie season.
Yeah, but to go from this to being an MVP candidate, are y'all do you know how many guys y'all passing?
I think you're forgetting, do you think you're forgetting did he go in the 4th round last year? He's the first overall pick. If you're drafted first overall, you should be expected to be the MVP conversation at one point in your career.
Yeah.
The first overall pick, he has that talent.
No. You can expect to be at some point in your career, but y'all just said he will be a candidate.
I said that he's going to break out this year, and I think his MVP candidate year is going to be 2027, where he's in year 2 of the system, because I think it's going to take some time for him to really click. I think he's going to break out and be a top 10 quarterback this year, and then be an MVP in this league contender in 2 years from now. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Who saw Bo Nix coming besides me, by the way?
He wasn't an MVP candidate.
He won football games and carried his team to the playoffs.
I agree, but he wasn't an MVP candidate.
You think Caleb Williams could be a top 10 quarterback this year?
So I look at it this way, right?
No? Wait, so Dan, he doesn't even think top 10. That really tells you how down he is on Caleb.
Like, that's almost as crazy as me saying that he's going to be an MVP candidate.
Okay, so Bryce Young is going to be a top 10 candidate this year?
And so he don't have an offensive line like Chicago?
I think.
What do you mean he don't have an offensive line?
So here's the deal, right? Like, Chicago, like, by itself, likely on paper has gone from the 32nd offensive line ranked across the league to a top 3 unit.
Oh, that's, I know what he has. He's loaded.
Like,
he's
that's
the real definition of loaded.
I got a bold take, and I got to ask you guys. I got a bold take. I think Caleb Williams, when it's all said and done last year, is going to be the best quarterback in the NFC North.
Ooh, so next year, you think? So
After
this year, 2025.
His division, I think he'll be the best quarterback in that division.
I think
he'll be better than Jordan Love next year. I think he'll be better than Goff and better than JJ.
And a lot of people are sleeping on Ben Johnson. Like, he literally made Jared Goff in the MVP conversation last year. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Listen, I love Jared Goff. He's a good quarterback, but an MVP conversation? Come on, dude.
And also, and this doesn't really have any impact on winning, but I think the Bears are going to have the most highlight reel plays next year because of the creativity of Ben Johnson and the talent of Williams.
You know what's crazy right now?
Good days up in Chicago coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, all y'all that's watching, here's the crazy part about this. They are dead serious. They are dead serious right now.
I think he has a chance to prove to be the best QB in the division.
No. You didn't say a chance. You said he's going to be an MVP candidate, top 10.
Top 10, yeah. That's not a bold take.
Yeah, I mean, who y'all pushing out? Who are y'all pushing out?
You never know. Quarterbacks get injured. Quarterbacks have down years.
Yeah, but you say he's going to be.
Yeah, I think
that
he has a real chance
he's
to be
going
a top
to be
10
better.
quarterback. Like, I think he can be like 8th or 9th. Like, Jordan Love had a top 10 season. I think he can do the same thing as Jordan Love. I think he's more talented than Jordan Love.
Every quarterback got a chance. Every quarterback got a chance to be top 10.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
But y'all put y'all foot down and say he's going to be.
So let me ask you this, TD. Stop talking about the quarterbacks in the league and just focus on Caleb Williams. What about him as a quarterback? Don't you see top 10 potential? Like, why don't you think he has top 10 potential?
To me, Caleb Williams is a go with the flow guy. He's a guy that fits in his role. Let's go, man. It's like Russell Wilson. You know, I'm not going to be Lamar Jackson, but I'm going to do my job and go with the role. That's all I'm saying. That's what I believe he's going to be with all of this around him.
Nah, I think he's going to be electric. I think you're sleeping on his quality that what made in the first overall pick is
his legs.
Upside of making those crazy throws on the run, making those off-schedule things. If he can like click within the rhythm and structure of the offense, and then he can rely on those broken plays, like he has that MVP talent is my point. Like you look at the MVPs around the league, he can make the same type of plays like a Lamar, like a Josh Allen, like a Joe Burrow, scrambling around, making people miss, throwing off platform. He can do all of that. It's just a matter if it clicks.
Yeah.
You might be right, but man,
he's got the talent to do it, man. Like he really does. Now, let's talk about Tua.
So I know that his personality is not very likable, right? Like a lot of people don't like Caleb as the person, but I feel like that blinds people into the true talent that he has. I think context is very important. And I think that this dude has such a loaded roster with an offensive play calling genius. I think it would be silly to say that he will not even be top 10 next year. I just think it's silly.
All right, let's talk about
barring any sort of crazy like.
But y'all don't want to list your top 10 though. That's the problem. Because then when you get down to 9, you're gonna be like, see, and you're gonna realize I can't put Caleb in front of this guy. I can't put Caleb in front of this guy this year.
I could.
That's the problem. You can throw out this top 10 all you want, but when you start listing in order, you're gonna find yourself having a hard time putting him in that top 10. When you get to 9 and 10, you can be like, "Dang, I can't put him in front of this guy."
It's number 1 is Josh Allen. Number 2 is Lamar Jackson.
Your list's already messed up, but go ahead.
Number 3 is Patrick Mahomes. 4 is Jaden Daniels. I put 4 Jaden right there.
Don't forget about Jalen Hurts.
No. Never mind. Excuse me.
Disrespected.
So I have Burrow at 4. I have
Daniels 5.
5. Hurts at 6.
So you
gotta. I want to put Caleb at 7.
So...
Do I want to put? Do I want to put Caleb at 7? I'm struggling.
I'll list you the top 10 quarterbacks according to PFF grades. Just
Go
pure
ahead.
PFF grade last year.
Go ahead.
Number 1, Lamar Jackson. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Sorry, Dan. It's PFF grades.
Whack. They don't know ball.
3, Josh Allen. 4, Herbert.
Dan Mitchell grades. Where do they have them?
4 was Herbert. 5 is Jaden Daniels. 6, Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
7 makes this whole list.
Pause though, Richie. You gonna put Caleb Williams over Baker this year?
I could see that.
You can see it, but are you going to do it?
Now, no.
Exactly.
Now, no. Right now, like this is just speculation.
This is
right.
This is season by season, bro.
Okay.
Like where it stands right now, based off of previous performance, no, he's not in the top 10. But I think he.
But number 7 kind of like ruins this entire list because number 7 is Derek Carr.
Really?
Probably the most surprising entry in the list. Carr had by far the smallest sample size in the group, having only played 10 games.
Yeah.
All right. Mahomes, Geno, Brock Purdy. So I can see Caleb sneaking over Geno, over Brock Purdy, over Derek Carr, over Baker.
He's not sneaking over Dak, who didn't even play.
I can see him have a better year than Dak.
No. You see, Dak's season 2 years ago is so disrespected. Do you remember the numbers this man put up 2 years ago?
No, it was fantastic.
Like, it's so disrespected. Nobody thinks about it. That should have been what you talk about an MVP candidate when you look at what Dak Prescott did 2 years ago. But it was all numbers. He ain't beat no good teams. Just like
now, I'm looking at Pro Football Sports Network's top 10.
Go ahead,
man, bro. Each top 10, Josh Allen's not at the top. He won MVP. It's interesting. Lamar number 1.
It ain't interesting. We know what it was.
Number 2 is an interesting one.
Tua is
Jared Goff.
Oh, but that makes sense statistically.
3, Josh Allen.
Okay.
4, Jalen Hurts finally gets his credit. 5, Joe Burrow. 6, Baker. 7, Brock Purdy. 8, Tua. What is this list?
Makes sense.
9, Jaden Daniels. And 10, Mahomes.
So
11,
throw both of those lists
12,
out.
Sam Darnold. 13, Love. Herbert, 14. Justin Fields, 5th. Whoa, Fields, baby. Woo, we made it.
The one thing that I think about is some people just see a graphic online. They're like, oh my God, look at these rankings. But realistically, folks, I'm going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. It's just some bro putting together a top 10 list. All right. Don't look at the company name like PFF or Pro Football Network. Behind that graphic is just a bro that loves talking ball, that just puts names together based off of opinions. If you want a real quarterback ranking, I highly recommend you tune into the Dan Mitchell channel. Okay. That is where you find the most accurate on the internet right there. Non-biased.
Now, where is Justin Fields going to end next year?
Fields?
Is it going to be?
Man, we're not mentioning nobody under 25.
Higher or lower than 15?
So I think he's going to be hovering right around that area. So either slightly above 15 or slightly below.
27.
27.
He was so high in Fields until he became a Jet. You guys realize that?
Because y'all mess everybody up. Y'all mess everybody up.
Yeah, but this is a completely different regime than previous regimes. So
you
got to give
this
a new chance.
You said that about Rodgers.
No, I didn't. It was the same regime that Rodgers came into.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know, man. Okay. Fields looking good out there in the field, bro. No hitching this. Ooh, look at Fields. Man, this is the first time that Fields is ever going to have an offense built for him, dude. That's going to matter. Watch. Best offensive line he's ever had in his life.
Caleb, top 10. I'm going to hold y'all to that all season.
All right. So
yeah. I mean, even if he's 8, 9, or 10, I think that's very possible.
So since we are on the Caleb thing, an MVP situation, give me your dark horse MVP candidate. What are your dark horse MVP candidate? Mine's Caleb Williams. TD, dark horse, somebody who hasn't won it before, somebody that can shock the world. Go ahead.
Justin Herbert.
Ooh. So right in the Harbaugh.
That system won't let that happen, but he has MVP potential.
I think it will this year. This is the second year in it, opening up a little more. I think Herbert.
Dude. All right. Some breaking Miami Dolphins news.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So this happened a couple of hours ago, and we had Tyreek Hill. He listed his top 5 quarterbacks. And Tyreek Hill listed his top 5 quarterbacks. He said number 1 was Lamar Jackson. Number 2 was Josh Allen. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Baker Mayfield. And number 5, Joe Burrow, dude. Why this is significant.
Let's take a listen to it.
Go. Yeah, please.
Said, could I rank my top 5 quarterbacks? Lamar, Josh, Pat, obviously. No, this is no order, by the way. Baker Mayfield and Joe Shiesty too.
What a hypocrite, bro.
See, it's funny, and why this is significant is, of course, because he did put a video out exactly like this when he got drafted, or excuse me, signed by the Miami Dolphins, and he gave a very obscure list, and he had Tua right on said list. What does this say of Tyreek Hill's current want to? Like, not including your quarterback, man. Holy hell, he is done in Miami, folks. He is done in Miami. Because when you see Cam Ward go out there and say that Tajay Spears is a top 3 running back, we all know that's bullshit.
Richie a troll. That's what he.
Hey, listen, we all know. Hey, we all know that's complete bullshit. But typically, teammates ultimately end up sticking together. And it sounds like Tyreek Hill has completely shifted gears here. TD comments.
Well, he already commented on it, Dan. Don't you see on your screen?
He said, finally sober, but now I want the TD. But now I want the TD Fitz talk. Thoughts on this? Does this tell you anything about his current feelings within the Miami Dolphins organization?
Absolutely. This man has spent 3 long years lying to everybody's face to include Tua in his list at the top every time. This tells me Tyreek is over it. He ain't in the business of lying about nothing no more. It just is what it is. Here come my top 5 quarterbacks. I got one. He gonna come back next to later today or next week. Tua goes without saying. He gonna say something like that. But this is the reality, man. They paid this man $30 million a year to have Tua back and lie for him and make him, whatever these people believe in. So he done got his money and all the guarantees. This is the last year of it. They can't take it from him. He ain't got a lot no more. So there you have it. And he finally sober. And he looked like it. So, yeah.
Yeah, so last year, such a significant difference. He put Pat Mahomes, Tua, Lamar, Dak Prescott, and Baker Mayfield. And Tua has left the list. Tua has left the list. Folks, please let us know your thoughts here. And shout out to Jake, the Minnesota sports fan. He's been a member for 2 months, man. Shout out to our boy. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Richie, get ready for my Celtics to sweep your Knicks.
Boo. All these Celtics fans, man, you're too confident. It's going to come bite you in the you-know-what.
Really? Guys, 161 of you fools. And so 161 of you fools in here right now on YouTube. We appreciate that. Please do us a favor and hit that thumbs up sign. It's the easiest way to show love on the channel, and subscribe, and also turn on bell notifications. We are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. EST. All right. So next question that has kind of been sitting with me for a tad. Mike Tomlin is now currently the longest tenured coach in every single professional sports league. We have seen, right, certain Steelers fans invest in billboards saying, fire Mike Tomlin or trade Tomlin. It's over with. He's not getting us over the hump. However, I kind of want to ask you guys this, and I feel like this is always a question, but I feel like right as the years go by, it becomes more and more of a reality. Is Tomlin actually on the hot seat this year? If, for example, he ends up getting bounced in the first round of the playoffs, is there a world where you could see the Rooneys saying, okay, so enough is enough. Thanks for the Super Bowl, but it's obviously not working. And granted, y'all know how I feel about Mike Tomlin. I think that he is one of the best coaches in league history. But Richie, thoughts on this? What do you think?
Do you think there's a world where Rodgers comes there and he gets them fired? Like he got Solid Douglas fired?
So that is the kiss of death.
Yeah, I mean, what is Aaron Rodgers' next move, right? Because that's the title of this show. I mean, I think that we're still waiting to hear that news. And if Tomlin gets fired, I think it's Rodgers going there and failing. I don't know. I mean, they have a system there. They have a culture. They got a set standard over there in Pittsburgh that has proven to work, but not get over the hump. And I just don't know what's going to get them there. I really don't. I mean, their draft was They traded for DK, and I think that's a plus. They need sparks on offense. They wanted Justin Fields back, by the way. I think some people get lost in that. Like, oh, yeah, they don't want Fields back. The Jets just paid him. No, they wanted Fields back. Fields chose the Jets over the Steelers. And it makes you wonder why. Why would Justin Fields choose to go to the New York Jets over the Pittsburgh Steelers? I think a lot of it has to do with the way they benched Fields. I don't think that made him feel good. So I think that the hot seat's an interesting one because it feels like he's just safe there because they're just going to do their usual. Like, it would be wild if the Steelers make the play, have a winning season for every single year of Tomlin's career, and then the first year of them not having a winning year, they go like 7-10 or 8-9. He's fired. You know, it's like
done.
That sounds kind of a little reactionary.
Yeah,
I just don't see him being fired, man. Like he gets fired, he's the most hottest name on the open market. Right.
Oh, yeah. He'll have a job the next day.
I don't think he'll ever get fired. He'll get traded. I think that's the reality.
Like
He'll never
Payton?
get exactly. You know what I discovered last night, by the way? TD's impromptu. You know what I discovered?
I love that. Go ahead.
When the Dolphins traded Tyreek Hill,
they got worse.
Do you know that the Dolphins gave the Chiefs their entire secondary?
Really? So with all of the draft picks that they acquired from that,
their corner room. The first round pick we gave them was Trent McDuffie. The fourth round pick we gave them was their opposite starting corner, Chamari Connor.
Okay.
And then a nice little death piece at corner in the fourth round with Joshua Williams. All three corners.
So it's the Dolphins' fault.
Yeah.
It's the Dolphins' fault. Why the Chiefs?
Chiefs benefited over trading you Tyreek.
And guess what? Here's a funny one. Our trade for Bradley Chubb to the Broncos. Do you know who that first round pick went to?
Was it PS2?
No.
Denver?
It went to Denver. Denver traded it to the Saints.
For Bo Nix.
For Sean Payton. The same pick, but here's the irony in it. Remember, we lost our first round pick. The league fined us a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember why?
Because y'all were colluding with Sean Payton?
Sean Payton and Brady. Both of them to come to Miami. Oh. The irony that same pick Denver used to bring Sean Payton there anyway.
It's crazy how down bad the Dolphins are. They're like they're such a different down bad than the Jets historically. It's so funny. Like they're just
haunting. Yeah, like
it
that's
really is
like haunting almost.
Like the Jets suck in a way that's funny, but the Dolphins suck in a way that's just a different. You can't even relate to it.
The way we suck better than the Jets. That's all that matters.
I don't know.
It's better.
Damn. Well, hey, folks, I think that's going to have to do it for another edition of Fourth and Forever. LaSalle came in. He said, Celtics fans are the most toxic fan bases in the NBA, and that is saying something because LeBron fans exist. Wow.
Why does he feel that way? Because we're winners and we know we are? That's toxic?
Nah, bros. Are you kidding me? No offense to the Boston fans in the chat, but they're the most arrogant fans in the world. And I understand why, because they're unfortunately the city of champions. They have every sport, they win championships. So when
we say we're gonna win, we win, and y'all call that
always win, but it's pretty.
Y'all call that toxic?
It's pretty toxic.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, luckily, the Knicks are about to come and slay the dragon, baby. OG Anunoby, catch me out tonight.
Slay the dragon, and do us a favor and tune in to Richie's live stream, his live game reaction, play-by-play for that Knicks and Celtics game one reaction. Maybe TD joins in, right? Maybe our good friend TD is going to make an appearance there.
Richie gonna
block. I know nothing about basketball, so I'm just going to be chilling. But
Richie gonna block me when they're down by 40.
When they're down by 40. Richie, what would you like to say to the audience?
I honestly, like, you talking trash to the Knicks doesn't even affect me. Like, Celtics fans talking trash affects me. You're not, like, I don't look at you as an actual Celtics fan, and you never will get me.
Call it what you want. We win championships, baby.
Like, I'm curious, Celtics fans, do you feel like a little, like when you hear TD say, we, the guy did not watch one full Celtic game this season or in the playoffs. So, like, come on, bro.
That's cap.
Bro.
That's
you
cap.
ain't no boss. You look at your phone to see the score. That's what you do. You look at the highlights on your phone. That's what you do, bro. Come on. You are not a Celtics fan.
Yeah, this year, I'll admit, because when you're so used to winning, sometimes you don't even need to watch the process.
Well, the Knicks about to shock the world. I love being the underdogs. Nobody's picking the Knicks this series. Let's freaking get it. Shout out to everybody in the chat for another edition of Fourth and Forever. Fourth and Forever will be with you all offseason. We'll bring you through the dead period of the NFL offseason. So make sure you guys subscribe to Roundtable Sports. We just hit 20.1 thousand subscribers, and that means a lot to us. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Just want to let you know we are working tirelessly behind the scenes for the 2025 launch. Not relaunch, but relaunch of Roundtable Sports Network. We have a lot of new things in the works that we're really excited about. So stay tuned for the announcements that's coming. And one more reminder for you guys, this is also the event planning season. So if you are interested in coming to a Roundtable Sports event this year, you must fill out the form. I just put the link in the chat. This is not guaranteeing you to buy a ticket. It's just giving you access to the priority list, and it gives us a head count of how many people are interested in coming to our events this year. Because if you guys don't fill out the form, then we're like, well, there's not a lot of demand and not a lot of people want to go to these events, so we can't even do the event in the first place. So if you're interested, guys, go check out that form. Really simple. All you guys do is click the link. It takes you, 3 minutes to fill it out. Your first name, last name, phone number, email address, your favorite team, and how many tickets you're interested in, and then submit. And if you want to watch all of the content that we produced on our previous events, so you get an idea of what these events are like, those are right there on the form as well. So we appreciate you guys as always.
Folks, we appreciate you indeed. All right, TD, what do you got for the people?
Man, great show, great times. We're gonna hold Dan Mitchell and Richie Malora to this Caleb Williams and Bryce Young hype that they're trying to
the
put.
Hype train we're creating, man.
They're getting paid under the table to push those narratives for some reason.
The agents are sending checks. Right?
It has to be, but great show, man. Y'all just tune in tomorrow. We'll be right back at it. But in the meantime, enjoy the Celtics victory tonight. We love you all.
Folks, we appreciate you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, we are. Oh,
this guy.
Which guy, bro? That's the huddle. Peace out, everybody.